Oh my god. First day of school and he already killed a teacher. What the fuck? He just avoided his stalker. He moved out, went back home, and now is going to a magic school. Either way, he literally abandoned worst. Holy shit! That's a hey about a swing! I had to replay that a few times just to really process just how what? So you tell me after hey about a swing, you just insert even. Please tell me it just keeps going. I need this to keep escalating. Basically, she's probably thinking you're gonna fail, of course. Turns out City of Swords is a lot more filled with douchebags than the City of Magic. City of Magic probably believes the same thing. He's not gonna pass. He's classless. No one's, but everyone has the right to attempt. And sometimes we learn best by falling on our face. Damn, boy. That is impressive, though. Like, as cocky as he seemed, like, you gotta admit, like, that does seem relatively impressive. Ignore what we saw him do earlier, like, yeah. Oh, God, he's giving it all he got. Everyone's dead in here. This is a Megami explosion. That might be one of the best bait and switches I've seen in some time. They started this episode off with him blowing apart a giant in the most outlandish explosion, making us assume if he goes all out, the whole building would blow apart. Instead, he did the most precise laser blast that McDonald's should never taste as good, but boy golly am I gonna get seconds. At this point, the biggest compliment I can give Hero Without a Class is it knows what it is. It knows what it wants to be, doesn't try to be more than that. And at the end of the day, as I said last week, it's kind of like the fast food of the season. And you might even want to say it's the slop of the season, but here's the thing. Slop doesn't have to be bad. There are things called slop bowls, and they are some of the best things you can eat because they are objectively the healthiest foods all in one messy thing. Now, do I think this is the healthy dish that's gonna quench your thirst, fill your stomach, give you the nutrients you need to live? Probably not. But it ain't gonna leave you with a stomach ache, and that's the most important thing if you're gonna eat food that maybe isn't the best for you, but still leaves you satisfied. Because here's the thing. You got jokes that are just so funny that I think to myself, you've already set the bar so high for this week of comedy. How are you going to match this dumb big bastard coming out of the forest ready to smack us down for an even dumber big bastard coming out? First you Team Rocket one, then you flatten it's so stupid. You walk into the black magic school, they don't even have entrance exam because no one likes them. Our boy blows off the head of a teacher who turns out to be, I guess, a secretary, but still, it's funnier to say that bro blew off the head of a teacher on his first day of school and says, yeah, I'm just going to take all the classes because why not? This show is lightning fast pacing. This show doesn't really have stakes. This man might even be the most powerful thing in this world right now. He went from no magic to basically Armageddon magic. And if you're looking for a show that's going to take its time and be like, oh, yes, we're taking our time. We're really going to allow for character. No, this is fun. This is a show that says we're going to be fun first and foremost with a rootable main character. Anything else, if you're looking for like deep-rooted characterization, you ain't going to find it here. And I can respect the hustle. This show is so freaking fun, and honestly, I'd probably argue it's best produced episode to date if we're being real. Now, just a reminder, if you want to see my full thoughts on these episodes, we do got the Patreon where you got those full live reactions if you're so interested. So, I can't even pick a singular favorite moment. This was a great episode. And I think one of the things I'm really impressed by with this particular episode is what they did with the different classes. So, bro goes to magic school. There's 6 classes. You got your fire, your water, your air, your earth, your light, and your dark magics, right? And they go by colors in this world. And he goes one by one. Like, I'm expecting, okay, it's totally in his nature to go one by one. He wants to pass every test. Maybe he wants to figure out which class. Like, I'm thinking in my head, okay, once we saw what the black classroom looked like, you got a girl with a monstrous lizard thing. You got a skeleton walking around. Like, that is the class you want to have fun with. So that's probably where he ends up going. And it will turn out to be like the most deadly of all the magics or something. I'm not expecting him to say, no, I'm going to take all the classes. Because I don't remember the last time I've seen that. The show does a lot that I have seen before, just done in a more comedic direction. And honestly, a more honest direction. Like Arrow as an MC will look at characters dead in the eye and say, drop dead, I want nothing to do with you. In the same sentence, he'll say, I think Reiner's attractive and I would love to date her. Super honest guy, shoots his shot and doesn't bullshit or beat around the bush. So him doing this does make sense, but it catches me by surprise because I'm not expecting that in the slightest. I'm just like, what the hell is this? Like, it's great, it's going to provide for the most comedy, but I'm expecting, oh, he's going to go for the black classroom, and then everyone else is going to follow him. Like, the kid who's, like, wanting to learn fire magic, yeah, he's going to come. No, it works. And honestly, I really like, too, how they bait and switch with the explosion. So early in the episode, he Exodia obliterates that big boy. Biggest explosion. It would make Megumi proud. I feel like this has to be the influence. When Megumi from Konosuba does her big explosion, there's like this big chant. It's glowing, it's sparkly. There's this whole elaborate animation to it. They literally were starting that with his like eruption spell, which turned out to be a very precise laser that just disintegrated. And that's actually impressive because we learned that these armor are made out of mithril and heat just doesn't melt it. Like, Big Bro with his giant explosion, because he thought he was hot shit, actually did a pretty impressive explosion, and it just left scorch marks. So him precise laser blasting the way he did, yeah, is actually really impressive. Honestly, just the show, I've went from thinking, man, it's gonna be, like, this is an issue, right? If your MC just immediately becomes the strongest, or very rarely struggles, how is the show gonna keep your interest? But when you eliminate essentially the Demon Lord in like the early stages of a show, and you quickly realize that this man's just going to be on cruise control for a comedy series with a man with obnoxiously magical and sword-based power, you just start realizing that, oh, it doesn't matter if Saitama can one-punch all of his enemies. There's a lot of ways to write the comedy to keep you engaged. And this isn't the type of show either where I necessarily care about the other characters' personal stories. I think it's dumb as hell that Reiner's sticking by with Mom to learn how to be a woman. Dumbest storyline ever, but it's entertaining as hell. This show is actually really freaking fun. It's one of the most fun I'm currently having. I don't think it's an amazing or great anime. I think it knows exactly what it is, and it's proud to be that. And honestly, I think we need more anime that, rather than these authors coming out saying, we're going to make the best characterization known to man. No, I want to take these really fun gimmicks. Overpowered character, little monotone, but straight shooter. Says what's on his mind. Doesn't beat around the bush. Doesn't f*** around. And because of that, he doesn't have to find out. It's everyone else. It'll be interesting to see, though, how the school reacts to him. Honestly, my favorite part of that school is the fact that when they learned he was classless, they said, yeah, it's down the hall to the right. Oh, you're not going to ban me like the sword plays? No, everyone has a right. That is a much better way to handle your school system, because people are going to learn from failures more than being told you can't do it. If you get told, no, you're not capable of doing this, you're going to spend your whole life chasing something you probably aren't capable for. Because people without a class probably shouldn't be taking magic courses. But as we see, because they gave him that shot, he's able to take what he wants, but also if he couldn't pass it, then he would be like, oh shit, I can't do this, and move on with his life. Brilliant. Let me know your thoughts down below on this week's episode of Hero Without a Class. Drop a like, share your support, subscribe if you're around here. And yes, Patreon, full live reactions and exclusives. And hey, I also like to give video shoutouts to my wonderful patrons. Alright, so today we got Tyler Countess, John Matrix, Braun P, Aiko, Zero, Cody, and we also have Wyatt Wilkins. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You know, have a good one.